So today we are going to talk about butterflies. Yeah, we see them all the time, right?
I know all about butterflies though.
Okay, great. We'll save that for a little bit later, Peyton, because when we share out, it'll be a good opportunity for you to share with your friends. These butterflies are called monarch butterflies. Can we say monarch?
Monarch.
Monarch butterflies. There are actually lots and lots of different kinds of butterflies.
Like rainbow.
Well, I don't know if they actually have rainbow, but they are different colors.
Why have green and red?
Yes, there are lots of different ones, and we'll talk about different ones later. But if you have something to say, remember, what do we need to do? Raise your hand. Yes, Peyton?
When they go, I want to tell you.
Okay, well, you need to wait, okay? Yes, Tristan?
When I was in another kids class at Miss Stephanie, I saw the white butterfly and I'm trying to catch it and take it home, but he flew away.
But he flew away, yeah. Well, today we're just going to talk about the monarch butterfly. Tomorrow and the next day, we will talk more about the different kinds of butterflies, but today is just the monarch butterfly. Yes, Chloe?
I got a catcher and I can catch a butterfly.
Okay, so first of all, I am going, what?
What kind of butterfly is this?
Like, Tristan, did you hear what I said? What did I say about the other butterflies? What did I say? Do you remember?
I know. What's the Lego to talk about the
Yes, and I want to answer all your questions, but first we're going to talk about how all butterflies are born. Not just the monarch butterfly, all butterflies are born this way. So the first thing that starts out is they start out as a little egg. Actually, you know what, I'm going to draw a leaf.
It's called a cocoon.
Not yet, no, but these are little eggs on a leaf. They start out as an egg, and let me show you a picture here. These eggs look really big, but they're actually super tiny when they're on the leaf. Look how many eggs.
Oh, it's a heart.
What's a heart? Oh, it looks like it, but no, yeah, but it's not meant to be. Samantha, can you say egg?
Eggs.
Eggs. Eggs. Egg. They start out as an egg on a leaf. The mommy butterfly lays eggs on a leaf.
Oh, I see little eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, they're super cute. A little bit just tiny glasses. It's big.
I know, Chloe. Your glasses are coming. Okay, so then the eggs, after a time, about 5 days or so, what happens is, the next thing that happens, they turn into,
Butterfly.
no, they turn into, yeah, Tristan's saying worm, but we actually say caterpillar. Caterpillar, yes, the caterpillar. Can you see it?
Yes.
See the caterpillar?
Yeah.
And Tristan was saying worm. It kind of looks like a worm, but it's actually a caterpillar.
Yeah, you should.
But the interesting, neat thing about the caterpillar,
No, it's one more.
yes, there's another book with butterflies, yes. But make sure you raise your hand if you want to talk, okay, Sarah? Okay, so the caterpillar is super hungry when he comes out of his egg. So the first thing he eats is the leftover part of the egg that he came out of. He eats that egg. I'm going to just put the egg, and he eats it. Yes?
And then, okay, I'll stop.
Okay, and then after the egg is all gone, then he starts to eat a plant. And the plant actually, I'm going to put him on a plant here. The plant is a special kind of plant. This plant is called the milkweed plant. And the milkweed plant is actually poisonous. What does poisonous mean?
It means leaves.
No, good guess though. If it's poisonous, that means it's dangerous. It would make you very, very sick if you ate that plant. If you and I ate this milkweed plant, we would get very, very sick. In fact, if animals eat this plant, they would get very, very sick. But guess what? Not the monarch caterpillar. He can eat that milkweed plant and eat and eat and eat, and he will not get sick. So guess what? If a bird comes to eat that caterpillar, guess what's going to happen to the bird? He's not going to feel good. He's going to feel really sick because the caterpillar was eating the milkweed plant. That's a way of how the caterpillar can protect himself. So birds know, well, if I eat him, I'm going to get really, really sick because he's been eating a plant that's poisonous. Pretty neat, huh?
Wait, he eat it, he's still going to be okay?
Oh yeah, it's fine for the caterpillar. They love that plant. It doesn't make him sick. He thinks it's yummy. He just eats and eats and eats.
Yeah, but what was Lily? When that bird just ate that jalapeno, he would die?
Well, I guess if he ate enough, he could. If he ate a bunch of caterpillars, he might, because it's poisonous. If he only ate a little bit and spit him out, maybe it would make him sick. So they really don't. The caterpillars have a pretty safe way to keep them safe. Okay, so after they eat and eat and eat and eat, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yes, Peyton?
And then it comes into a cocoon.
Well, first, before we talk about that, the caterpillar, as he grows, he molts. Can you say molting?
Molting.
Molting. And molting's kind of a cool thing that bugs do. Your bones, the hard part, your bones, are on the inside and our skin is on the outside, right? But on a caterpillar, it's on the outside. Their skin grows and then they crawl out of their skin and now they're bigger. And then they eat and eat and eat and then their skin gets tight and it stretches and then they pop out of their skin and they're bigger. So what they're doing is they're molting. Their skin is the outside does not grow like we grow on the inside and then we grow out. We don't come out of our skin, but that's how the caterpillars do. And we're going to watch a video in a minute and you're going to see the caterpillar molting. It's kind of cool. After
he almost died, he turned to an egg again and then he would turn to a butterfly.
No, not to an egg again, but good guess. Peyton?
After the movie, am I gonna tell you all about the butterfly?
Sure, much later, yeah. Okay, so then after the caterpillar has done a lot of molting, and he's gotten really big and really fat, okay, so then guess what he's gonna do?
What?
He's gonna turn into, and Peyton's been saying a cocoon, kind of like a cocoon. Cocoon's a little different. Good word though. They're a little different. It's actually called a chrysalis. And this chrysalis is kind of hard. Let me show you a picture.
I don't know.
Here he is right here. Here's the caterpillar. He starts to hang upside down. And then he starts to get this like hard thing growing on the outside till finally it looks like, stay in your seat. It turns into this. And this is called a chrysalis. Turns into a chrysalis and it's kind of hard. And he just sits there on the leaf like that. And the chrysalis actually looks like the same color of the plant they're on. It could be brown if the plant is brown. It could be green if the plant is green. And the reason why the color is like that is to protect it. So when birds fly by, they think it's a leaf if it's green, or they think it's part of the plant if it's brown. It's a way to keep it protected, to keep it safe. So the chrysalis hangs like, what do you think is going on inside the chrysalis? What's going on, Mackenzie? What's going on inside that chrysalis?
I know.
You have any Ideas?
I just,
Oh, come on. What do you think? Who's in the chrysalis right now? The caterpillar. The caterpillar's in there. What's going on?
I know.
Kimberly, what's going on inside the chrysalis?
It's gonna protect him.
Well, this outside part of the chrysalis is protecting it, but what's inside?
Caterpillar.
Yes, but what's going on, Tristan?
He's gonna turn to a butterfly.
He's going to change into a butterfly. This worm, or the caterpillar, it's not really a worm, but the caterpillar's changing. Changing into a beautiful butterfly. And
But
when
why you wanna touch? Why you doing that?
it's just the way that how butterflies grow. Now look at here. The chrysalis is cracking open. And guess what's coming out? Samantha, what's coming out? A butterfly is coming out of the chrysalis. So then the chrysalis, we turned into a beautiful butterfly, right? We love butterflies, right?
And he's going to be a mom.
And then if it's a girl, she'll be a mom. And what is she going to do?
He's going to
Lay eggs. And then after the eggs comes the Peyton?
A caterpillar.
Caterpillar. And after the caterpillar comes the chrysalis.
But before if he's a girl, he's a mom. When he's a boy, you're dad.
That's right. And then after the chrysalis comes the butterfly. And it just keeps going around like that. So I'm going to show you a picture here. These are better pictures than my drawings, right? What are these? Samantha? Eggs. Good job, Samantha. And the eggs turn into caterpillar. But guess what? The caterpillar is also called larva. 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 So we have eggs, the larva, which is the caterpillar.
But wait, what is that like this?
That's his head. That's the caterpillar's head.
Oh, it's very tiny.
Very tiny. And then after the caterpillar comes, what is it? Who remembers? Chrysalis. That's right. Let's say chrysalis.
Little butterfly.
Okay, let's say chrysalis.
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis. And then the chrysalis, out comes the
Butterfly.
Okay, so do you see how we're going around and around like a circle, right, Mackenzie? That's called a life cycle. Cycle. Well, you have a bicycle.
Yeah.
A cycle means round. And this is the life cycle of a butterfly. So we eggs, larva, caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly, and it goes around and around like that. And when it goes around and around, it's called a cycle. It's the life cycle of the butterfly. Yes?
Why have it properly has eat that way?
Okay, well, butterflies don't eat. Sarah, come over here. That's a good question, Sarah. And the butterflies don't eat flowers. Butterflies actually have a long tube that comes from their mouth.
And then
It's like a straw.
It's like a straw, but it drinks it.
It drinks. And what does it drink, Peyton?
It drinks flowers.
No, it doesn't drink the flower. You're close. It actually drinks nectar. And I'm going to show you, because I'm going to cut off a little bit of, cut off a leaf here so that you can see. I hate to do that to my plant, but you know, you guys need to see this, so here we go. All right. So what I did is I cut off a little bit. This is not a flower, it's a leaf. But when the butterfly comes with her long, it's like a straw. She comes in and she wants to drink nectar. And when you look inside the plant, you can see it's kind of wet. Do you see that wet? Do you see how it's wet?
I don't see it.
Well, yeah, it's moist. It's not dry. You could feel it.
It's wet.
It's wet. That's
So
right.
that's how it drinks it.
And it drinks. It's called the nectar of the flower. And that's what butterflies eat. You can touch it. It's wet. Do you feel how wet it is? Yeah. That's what the butterfly is drinking, the nectar from a flower. Now, this is a leaf. But when her straw goes into the flower, that's what she's drinking. Does it hurt the plant?
No.
No.
You see, stick your tongue in there and then it
Yeah.
drinks it.
Yes. So what
does her tongue look like?
what does her tongue look like? You're gonna see in our video. I'm gonna show you a movie. I'm gonna tell you another neat thing about butterflies. Only the monarch butterfly. Not all butterflies, just the butterfly we're talking about.
Kinds of different.
There's different kinds, but this
There's a lot different. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, crisscross applesauce, please, Sarah. Sarah, up. Crisscross applesauce. What?
When bird eats butterfly, what's going to happen?
Nothing. The butterfly gets a really good snack.
What kind
Okay.
of snack?
Okay, so there's another neat thing about monarch butterflies. Monarch butterflies travel far. Monarch butterflies are here where we are in America, and they will fly to Mexico. You know, in winter when it's really, really cold, you know how cold it's been lately? We've been coming to school with scarves and gloves. Well, it's too cold for the butterflies. So they fly south. They go to Mexico. And they stay there where it's warm. And as our weather starts warming up now, because we're in spring and then we're going to have summer, the butterflies will fly back and stay here. But when we start getting cold, they'll fly to Mexico. So monarch butterflies are the only butterfly that travels all the way to Mexico. Actually, some of them are in Canada and will fly all the way to Mexico. That's a long way for a butterfly to fly, isn't it? But the monarch butterflies do that.
All the way through there.
Okay, I'm going to turn on a movie for you. It's going to show you all about the monarch butterfly. Then we'll talk about it, okay? In just a minute. Chloe, could you shut down like these two lights for me? And pause it. Yeah, you can go ahead.